Well, good morning, and thank you for this interview. First of all, we'd like to ask that we are teenagers and we are at the age of making the decisions about our future. At our age, how do you remember and why did you choose to study biochemistry?
Well, you were in the 12 years or something?
We are 17.
17. So you're a mature person. So at the age of 17 or 18, I was thinking to go to the medical school. So I had many possibilities to become lawyers or the diplomats. And among those possibilities, I finally chose to take the medicine as my profession.
And you've been awarded with this year's Nobel Prize for your immunotherapy treatment against cancer. Can you explain in a simple way how this treatment works?
So immune system always watch something different from our self. And the cancer cells always mutate. They change genes because they reproduce so quickly. They make lots of mistakes. And this will make the cancer cell different from our own cells. And the immune cell always watch something different from our own cells invading. So immune system watch invaders like virus, bacteria, but also cancer cells. But unfortunately, immune system become dormant by the long-term stimulation by cancer cells. And this is kind of the brake on the car. So the car is caused to stop by the continuous stimulation. So therefore, the PD-1 is a brake, and I introduced to block the brake and reactivate immune system to release the brake. And now car can attack the cancer, the car immune system can attack the tumor again.
The prize you have received is very important. How do you remember the moment you were notified, and what effect has the Nobel Prize had in your career?
Yeah, I remember very well when I got a phone call from Karolinska Institute, and we were talking about the submission of a manuscript with my colleagues, and suddenly I got a telephone call, and I was surprised. And after that, the whole outside myself changed drastically, and I received many emails congratulating, and also I received afterwards many invitations to give a lecture, and I suddenly become very, very busy. So that is still going on, like a request from yourself.
And what effect has this prize had in your career?
Oh, to my career, I'm almost the end of my career. Okay, so to me, to myself, it's certainly good aspect and bad aspects. Good aspect, many people listen to me. That's good aspect. The bad aspect, I become too busy, and that I don't want.
Do you have any daily habit or routine that helps you achieve all your goals?
Achieve what?
All your goals. Objectives.
Goal.
Do you have any daily habit or routine that helps you achieve all your objectives? objectives?
Well, the health is very important. So I normally play golf every week to make my body strong, to keep the physics.
Your treatment has already saved lots of lives. How do you feel when you realize you're helping so many people?
Yeah, that is more important than prizes. Okay, when I see the patient who tell their story, how their lives were saved by the treatment we developed, I feel more satisfied.
How do you think science is valued in Japan compared to Europe?
Well, to be honest, I don't know much about the situation in Europe, but in this country, kind of the economy is not growing as fast as before. When I was starting my career, Japan economy was kind of the start to boom. So, but currently, the government support is less, and the young people are struggling. And so I wanted to change this situation.
You come from a relatively new and different research system. What do you think Spanish and other European researchers can learn from your way of doing science? Is there a particular Japanese approach to science and technology?
So, again, I don't know Spanish system, okay? So I cannot compare. But the Japanese scientific system, academic system, first introduced from the German system, which I believe is very similar to all over the European system. So in that sense, we had a common root, but more recently, the influence from United States had a strong impact. So we are in a mixture.
You have also worked in the United States for some years. What is special about the American scientific system, and what did you learn there?
So American system has a big advantage. First of all, the government spent enormous amount of money in life sciences. This is number one. And also young people has more freedom and opportunity compared to the Japanese system. So that's the big advantage. And probably third place, the United States, they have so many foreigners and always kind of the mixing the different cultures and the interacting. So those are significantly different from the Japanese condition we have now.
Technology and science have changed a lot since you started working. What are the main changes you have perceived in your field?
Most of the molecular biology started the 1970s. So that was exactly overlapping start of my career. So I lived very fortunate life in my career. In parallel, the new technology, starting DNA sequencing and knockout, all this kind of the new technology changed the life science, and I hit right moment. But now we are hitting the wall to further develop the biology. So many informations, but we still don't understand the whole picture.
A revolutionary feminist wave is taking place all around the globe. How is this movement for the visibility of women in science and technology affecting Japan?
That's the global problem. And in this country still, male dominance is very clear. And I believe many female scientists start their career and also struggling. And I believe similar situation everywhere in the world.
You also work as a university professor. Which role do you think great scientists should play in society and particularly teaching young researchers?
Well, recently I don't spend much time in teaching because I once retired. So my current job is mostly for research, but I still teach once a year and I enjoy it. And so always interaction with young students very important to me and to stimulate, and I enjoy it.
How relevant do you think is making science accessible to everyone, particularly younger people?
What do you mean accessible? You mean you want use the product, or what is the information or knowledge, or what do you mean the accessible?
The information and the knowledge.
So that level, scientist has a limited function because more science media who understand science should communicate between scientists and the layman. So that part is very important.
We know that we want to study science degrees in college, but many teenagers are not sure about what they want to do. What would you say to encourage them to study a science degree?
Okay, the biggest advantage to do science or research is you can do whatever you want. But if you go to the company or the other area, you have to listen to your boss. Otherwise, you will be fired. But in science, if you find something interesting, you drive yourself. That is most important.
What challenges do you see in the future of scientific research? What can we expect in your field in 25 or 50 years' time?
So life science is very premature. We understand the DNA and its transcription, but we have 10 to 13 cells in our body. And each cell has different character. We have enormous diversity and complexity, and regulation is, whole body regulation is still totally unknown. An immune system, nervous system, cardiovascular system, and whole body metabolism all linked to control our body. But we have very little knowledge. And this is a big challenge for next generation.
Your therapy is a great hope for every patient. Do you think that it is possible that in the future we can find a cure for cancer?
I believe so. This is just the beginning of the long and struggling, but many people now find a way. So I believe in, well, few decades, probably they can find the improvement, and eventually the cancer will be completely cured.
So this is the end of our interview. Thank you very much for finding some time in your agenda to attend us.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.